internet, good morning and welcome to this brand new video with your host Mr. Liambi. And today I'm gonna address a topic that is a bit sensitive and for whoever watching from the CIA, hello, NSA, what's up peeps, Mossad, hello everybody watching and listening, I say hi, especially those algorithms, hello, detectors, I greet you all and I want to say thanks for following this video and this channel. So, what is it about today? I want to address a question that keeps coming back and a few days ago, prospect, a potential customer of mine from the very nice country of India. How good is the Indian accent though? I love it. He asked me a question, a very good question. He said, Mr. Computerman. No, that's not the accent he used. Forgive me, I'm gonna try to do the Indian accent. He said, Mr. Computerman, I see you're very good geek, very good indeed. So, I want to ask this sensitive, delicate question to you, Mr. Computerman. How do I know that my computer or my telephone Android is being monitored? Huh. Very interesting question, Mr. I'm not gonna reveal his name. How do you tell if your computer or your phone, let's say Android telephone, is being monitored by a third party? It's a very important and sensitive topic that is current of the day. So there is a simple way you can verify. There are two things that you need to be aware of. In order for an Android telephone to be remotely monitored, it must, one, first be rooted. A phone that is rooted, it means that you don't have administrative access on your own telephone, but the manufacturer usually granted himself the rooting privileges. You know what the root user is on a Linux system? The root user is the super admin, all-powerful user of an Android or a Linux or a Unix system. So if your phone is rooted, that's red flag number one. And for those who want a little bit more clarification about what is a rooted phone is, let me just tell you that most of the phones you find in the African market are indeed rooted. Uh, I'm not gonna cite any brand. I'm not gonna cite Techno. I'm not gonna cite all these fake Samsungs. I'm not gonna cite. And when you're about to update your phone, like when your phone is about to update and it tells you a question like this update may crash rooted device. Be sure that a rooted device means that the manufacturer has granted himself control over your device. Now that he has the privilege over your device, the question is, what can he do with it? For most manufacturers, it's an innocent thing. They don't really do anything nefarious with routing or the privilege that they grant themselves. They provide remote support, and sometimes when you buy like a phone with the debt, like a loan, that's how they are able to lock your phone from a distance, and there is nothing you can do about it. Because if the firmware of Android that you have on your phone is rooted, they could literally lock you out of your phone, and there is nothing, literally nothing, unless you are a X-ray specialist that can unlock a phone that has been locked from the administrative user of an Android phone. So that's red flag number one. Your phone is rooted, you don't have administrative control, root privilege on your own phone, red flag number one. But that does not mean that you are being monitored. It doesn't. The fact that the phone is just rooted, it means that there is this potential, there's this possibility that you could actually be monitored through probably an access that was left open there by the phone manufacturer. I'm not gonna cite Techno, definitely not Techno. With all these millions of devices sold on the African market that are rooted, not gonna cite them. Not at all. Okay, and the last thing, the second thing that will let you know that your phone is potentially being monitored and this is a sure one. If when you make a call, the call starts recording itself and saves the recording on your device automatically. If you didn't activate that setting, like maybe you buy a phone and when you bought the phone, out of the box you were making calls and receiving calls, and the Android recording did not flash, like it didn't automatically started recording the phone call. Unless you activated that feature specifically, if you didn't, then my friend, I'm sorry to tell you, whoever has root access to your device decided that all of your conversations will be saved and recorded on your device. Now, how then do you suppose that they would have access to your conversations? Okay, let me go back. Number one, someone somewhere in the world has root access privilege to your device. Number two, your phone starts saving phone calls without you having activated specifically that feature. You didn't go into your settings, your Android settings, you didn't ask Android to start saving every phone call. And now all of your phone calls are being automatically recorded and saved on your device. So if you turn back to number one, the person with the root access, what can they do? They can access your phone, go to your phone recordings, and go through all phone calls or download them whenever they feel like it. That's it. That's how you know that your phone calls are being monitored. If you have a rooted device and if for some reason that rooted device starts saving phone calls on one folder on your phone without you having activated that settings, you can be sure that whoever has the root access decided that they should start recording your phone calls and that they will access it to check whoever you've been talking to on your Android device whenever they feel like it. Think about it. Now the spy doesn't even have to store your phone call on their own devices, like on their own servers in the cloud somewhere. You know what this means? It means that they legally are doing nothing wrong. It would be illegal if they were storing your phone calls without your consent on their servers. No, they're just gonna leave them on your device, access them whenever they want, and leave them there. No questions asked. Now you know. And I take this opportunity to apologize to who knows who that might be feeling pissed about the revelations of these informations. And yeah, friends, buy phones that are not rooted. Try to get all privileges, administrative privileges on your own devices. And make sure that creepy apps don't enable phone recordings without your consent on your own devices. That is coming from somebody with experience in the web, not the dark web. I'm not saying I have experience on the dark web. I'm not saying that I've been reading some tutorials on the dark web. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, be careful out there. Be careful with technology. It's not always what it looks like. Thank you. Thank you for following this video. I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.